Now, I keep hearing this is gonna be ColdPlay last album, A Head Full of Dreams. This their seventh album. And I mean, even if it is, shit, it is what it is, Nothing lasts forever. But this is basically an album to where, you know how last year album, which I loved a lot, was kind of, I guess, depressing, and it was the stages of Chris Martin going through a divorce, and a lot of the records were sad and gloomy and depressing, and a lot of people right didn't feel it. This album is more of him basically rejuvenated in a sense that he accepted it, he's moved on, and he's friends with his ex-wife. That's the whole vibe I got from this album. A Head Full of Dreams, basically. It's like you wake up one day, you're like, fuck it, I'm over it, life goes on, let's continue life, let's try to find love again. Just like after any breakup. That's basically what it is. To me, this is what this album represents. It's like you go through a breakup with somebody you've been with for years. In his case, it was a decade, and you go through the gloomy stages of being sad and being hurt and not really wanting to do anything. You're not really yourself. That was what the last album basically was about. And this one is where you like, you know what? Let me get my shit back right. Just get up, feel good about yourself. You start going out again, having fun, and you even try to, I guess, remain friends with the person that you left, or left you, or y'all decided that it wouldn't work, and amicably decided to get a divorce or break up. So this is what A Head Full of Dreams is basically about. He's entering single life, having fun, finding new love. He got a rejuvenated spirit, just basically getting over divorce from Gwyneth Paltrow, and this is a positive from the last album from what critics say. I thought the album was dope as hell as far as the emotional connection. And it's just an amazing record to me. It got 11 tracks on it, it got some hidden gems in there. It's a hidden song within, I think, between track 8 and 9. It's a hidden track, and I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty different. But not everything on here is perfect. You know what I mean? I won't say that. You got some vocals from Beyonce. You got a couple vocals from his ex-wife on here. And he's got a lot of different things that compile to one album. If you look, you see the cover. They're really into birds and the kaleidoscope and things of that nature. But basically, it starts off with A Head Full of Dreams. Great way to open up the album. Nothing bad to say about it. Production was great. Vocals, lyrics. Loved it. Birds, track 2, another great record. Some say it was boring, but, I got a kick out of it. You know what I mean? It was nothing bad to say about it. Going into track 3, Him for the Weekend, it's basically moving on in life. You can hear the Beyonce vocals in there. It's like he feel drunk and high at the same time and just enjoying life. I thought that record was pretty cool. Then it goes into Everglow, kind of a slower song, a little ballad about his, I guess, divorce or whatever, past love, I think some Gwyneth Paltrow vocals on this song. Just basically talking about the old times, memories and things of that nature. To me, it was a great song, Moving on to track 5, Adventures of a Lifetime. To me, this song will make anyone happy. It's very upbeat. It got a nice chorus to it. Production was on point. I was sitting listening to it, and I was like bouncing and shit like that. Like, oh, okay, this is pretty cool right here. And it gets to track 6, Fun, featuring Tove Lo. I've seen her album, but didn't check it out. But she did her thing on it. Another record where it's talking about, his ex. And basically the song, from what I understood from it, just basically knowing when something is over, but being thankful that you actually had that person, in your life. Good record. Now we get into track 7, Kaleidoscope. It's not a song. It's just basically a man by the name of Coleman Banks or Barks reciting a few lines over semi-cool production. Not bad, but it's just like, oh, okay. Then it goes into track 8, Army of One. Not basically about, not giving up on love. I did enjoy the lyrics, the vibe of it, and the production. Basically an army of one, meaning him, with that one person. You dig? So he's not there with her, but he's still Army by himself. It's what I took from it. And it goes into track 9, which is an amazing day. Um, it's just basically blossoming over the divorce, the romance. It's like a slow ballad or whatever. You know, you wake up and you realize you're still alive and life goes on. And I think this is where either Army of One or Amazing Day has the hidden track in it. Because I'm listening to it and it's like, yeah, it's track 8, Army of One, where it switched into a different song, which is, halfway through the song, and that's the secret song within track 8, my bad. So, yeah, like I said, number 9 is basically blossoming and thinking about, the divorce is over, but hey, life goes on. And track 10 and 11, I wasn't really feeling them, Color Spectrum. Number 10 is not a song, it's just vocals over a great instrument with birds chirping in the background. And the last track, Up and Up, I just wasn't really feeling it. You know what I mean? So overall, I mean, it's not a bad album. I'm glad I picked it up. The packaging is very, you know, insightful with the lyrics, because if you read the lyrics, you will see one thing, but if you actually listen to the music while you look at the lyrics, it actually puts it in your mind. You can picture, what the scenario is for the song. At least I could. But I get this album a 7 out of 10. 8 of the records I like out of 11. The production is 7 out of 10. Definitely something different. I'm glad I actually went back and picked this album up, because the first song kind of threw me off. I was like, when I, on Apple Music, and I clicked the first song, A Head Full of Dreams, the way the production first kicked off, I'm like, okay, this is not going to be something I'm like. I should have listened to the entire song first, but, it is what it is. So I actually listened to it and ran my ass back to Target and picked it up. So shout out to ColdPlay, shout out to Chris Martin, another good album. But I do like the last album more, even though it is gloomy and depressing. It gives me great memories of past situations, and this kind of helps ease those memories. You know what I mean? So it balanced me out pretty well. You know what I mean? I can't say I'm the biggest Coldplay fan. I do enjoy their music. I got a couple of their albums, but I definitely had to say their last one was the best album to me, because from what I was going through, it definitely helped me in a way. I guess this year for music, I was more into the depressing side of things. But other than that, let me know what y'all think about the album. I thought it was cool. I hope this is not their last album. I'm hoping that they can at least give us 8 albums, just one more album. But if not, I'll settle for a Chris Martin solo album straight up. You know what I mean? Get some hip-hop collaborators on there. I think that'd be a good look. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Hope y'all enjoyed the review. I'll holler at y'all, man. One.